चिमण्या गोष्टी. Hello kids, welcome to Chimnya Goshti. Children, today I will tell you the story of Sambhaji Maharaj. Sambhaji Maharaj, the second Chhatrapati of the Maratha Empire and the eldest son of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, was a courageous, valiant and yet unfortunate ruler. He was the son of a Garuda, destined to be a Garuda himself. Whatever benefits the people, he was bound to this. With Goddess Bhavani's blessing, he feared nothing. A great soul, an extraordinary child of his mother, with strength and the support of Lord Mahadeva, his feet. Sambhaji Maharaj was born on 14th May 1657 at Purandar Fort to Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj and his first queen, Saibai. Unfortunately, his mother passed away due to illness when he was very young. Like Shivaji Maharaj, he was raised under the guidance of Rajmata Jizabai. During his childhood, Shivaji Maharaj was constantly engaged in military campaigns. When the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb sent Mirza Raja Jai Singh with a massive army to attack the Maratha Empire, Shivaji Maharaj was forced to sign a treaty. As part of the agreement, he had to visit Agra with young Sambhaji Maharaj to meet Emperor Aurangzeb. At the Mughal court, Shivaji Maharaj was insulted and unable to tolerate the disrespect. He stormed out in anger. Both he and Sambhaji Maharaj were placed under house arrest. Aurangzeb intended to have them executed. Sensing the danger, Shivaji Maharaj cleverly orchestrated an escape by hiding himself and Sambhaji Maharaj inside large sweet baskets. However, escaping together was risky. The Mughal soldiers were searching for the father and son duo across North India. To ensure Sambhaji Maharaj's safety, Shivaji Maharaj left him in the care of a well-wisher in Mathura while he himself travelled back to Swarajya in disguise. To mislead the Mughals, a rumor was spread that young Sambhaji Maharaj had died. Only after the situation calmed down was he brought back to Swarajya. Even at such a tender age, he displayed immense patience and courage. As he grew up, Sambhaji Maharaj mastered various weapons and academic disciplines. He was proficient in Marathi, Sanskrit, Hindi and Persian. He authored works such as Buddhabhushanam, Nakshika and Naika Veda, a rare feat for a king. He was married to Jubai, the daughter of Pilaji Rao Shirke. After marriage, she was given the name Yesubai. Yesubai was a strong and intelligent queen who played a significant role in governance. Shivaji Maharaj himself honored her by giving her the title of Kulmuktyar. Later, after becoming Chhatrapati, Sambhaji Maharaj gave her an official royal seal engraved with Shri Sakhi Rajani Jayati. As a young prince, Sambhaji Maharaj had conflict with certain ministers and officials. These misunderstandings led to strained relationships, and at one point Shivaji Maharaj even kept him confined at Panhala fort for some time. At one stage, he briefly joined the Mughal camp. There are various theories regarding this move. Some believe he was frustrated by internal politics, while others speculated that Shivaji Maharaj sent him as a spy to weaken the Mughals from within. Regardless of his reasons, his return to Swarajya was far more significant than his brief association with the Mughals. After returning, he proved his loyalty and dedication to the Maratha Empire through his extraordinary military achievements. After Shivaji Maharaj's death, Swarajya was in turmoil. Aurangzeb was advancing southwards with a massive army. Amidst this crisis, Sambhaji Maharaj's stepmother Soirabai and certain ministers attempted to place his younger brother Raja Ram on the throne. They even tried to imprison Sambhaji Maharaj. However, Sambhaji Maharaj swiftly dealt with the rebellion and ascended the throne as the second Chhatrapati of the Maratha Empire. The next 9 years of his reign were filled with relentless wars. He fought against Mughals, Portuguese, Siddhis and Adil Shahi forces. Aurangzeb, frustrated by his failures, personally led his army to the Deccan. Despite overwhelming odds, Sambhaji Maharaj and his general Hambir Rao Mohite violently defended the Maratha Empire. Using guerrilla warfare tactics pioneered by Shivaji Maharaj, they inflicted severe damage on the Mughal forces. Even when Aurangzeb managed to destroy the Adil Shahi and Qutub Shahi Sultanates, he failed to subdue the Marathas. Sambhaji Maharaj also came close to defeating Janjiras, Siddhis and the Portuguese in Goa. Unfortunately, just when victory was within reach, another enemy would attack from a different front, forcing him to retreat. Due to internal betrayal, Sambhaji Maharaj and his close friend Kavi Kalash were captured by the Mughals. They were taken to Bahadurgarh fort, humiliated, and then presented before Aurangzeb. The emperor demanded that Sambhaji Maharaj convert to Islam and surrender Swarajya to the Mughals. But Sambhaji Maharaj refused. Furious, Aurangzeb ordered brutal torture and execution. This was not just about religion. It was a battle of honor, legacy and Swarajya's survival. Aurangzeb knew that if Sambhaji Maharaj surrendered, it would break the Maratha spirit. But he endured the worst possible torture without bending. He upheld his father's values with mother's teachings and his unwavering commitment to Swarajya. On 11th March 1689, at Tulapur Wadu, near Pune. He was mercilessly executed, yet his sacrifice became a beacon of resistance. Aurangzeb believed that by killing Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, the Maratha Empire would collapse. But exact opposite happened. The Marathas became even more determined. His wife Yesubai, along with their young son Shahu Maharaj was captured by the Mughals. However, before her capture, she ensured the safety of Raja Ram Maharaj and Maharani Tarabai. Following Sambhaji Maharaj's death, his younger brother Raja Ram Maharaj and later Maharani Tarabai led the resistance against the Mughals. Despite all efforts, Aurangzeb failed to destroy Swaraj. Aurangzeb, who had arrived in the Deccan to conquer the Marathas, spent the last 27 years of his life fighting them. He never returned to Agra or Delhi and eventually died in Maharashtra. His dream of crushing the Marathas shattered. However, Swaraj not only survived, it flourished eventually. Under Chhatrapati Shahu Maharaj, Peshwa Bajirao and other great warriors, the Marathas expanded their empire across India. Such a power of sacrifice and such is the glory of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, a true warrior who crossed death over dishonor and became immortal in history. Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj ki Jai. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thank you.